Ladies and gentlemen, there's a science to beauty that goes beyond what we see in the mirror. It's not just about genetics or external appearances, it's about energy, vibration, and the way you express your authentic self. Today, I want to show you the 7 ways you're more beautiful than you ever realized, backed by the powerful understanding of mind-body science. Every thought you think sends signals throughout your body. When you hold beliefs of self-worth, confidence, and gratitude, your body responds by radiating those qualities. Your neural pathways reinforce this self-perception, and over time, you begin to physically embody the beauty you believe in. Beauty is not merely skin deep, it is an energy, a frequency, a state of being. While society has conditioned us to believe that beauty is only about physical attributes, symmetry, proportions, or external appearance, science reveals a much deeper truth. Beauty is not something you have, it is something you radiate. And what determines that radiance? Your energy. Every living being emits an electromagnetic field, and this field is influenced by thoughts, emotions, and the state of the nervous system. When you are in alignment with positive emotions such as gratitude, joy, and self-love, your field expands, becoming more powerful, more vibrant. This is why certain people, regardless of their physical features, seem to possess an undeniable glow. Their energy, the frequency they emit, draws others in. You have experienced this before meeting someone who, despite not fitting conventional beauty standards, has an aura that is magnetic, radiant, and deeply attractive. That is because their beauty is not coming from their physical form alone, it is coming from the energy they cultivate within themselves. Your perception of yourself shapes this energy field. Every thought you have sends biochemical signals throughout your body. If you constantly think thoughts of self-criticism, your body responds by releasing stress hormones, tightening your muscles, and creating tension in your facial expressions. Over time, this alters the way you look. Your posture may become more closed, your skin may lose its vibrancy, and your presence may seem less inviting. However, when you shift your internal dialogue, when you practice self-love and gratitude, your body receives an entirely different set of instructions. Your muscles relax, your face softens, and your energy field expands, making you more open, warm, and beautiful. Science has shown that our thoughts and emotions influence every cell in our body. Your cells are constantly listening to the messages you send them. If you repeatedly tell yourself you are not beautiful, not worthy, not enough, your body will comply with that command. Your energy will shrink, and your physical form will reflect the stress of that belief. But the opposite is also true. When you tell yourself, I am enough, I radiate beauty, and I am grateful for the body I have, your body begins to respond to that new programming. Neuroscience confirms that the brain cannot distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. If you continuously visualize yourself as radiant, confident, and beautiful, your body and mind start to align with that vision. This is why people who practice affirmations and visualization techniques often experience profound transformations, not because they are changing their external features, but because they are shifting the way their energy expresses itself. Emotions play a crucial role in this transformation. When you feel joy, love, or excitement, your body releases endorphins and other feel-good hormones that enhance your glow from the inside out. You have likely noticed this yourself when you are in love, when you are excited about life, or when you are immersed in something you are passionate about, you look different. People notice your eyes shine brighter, your posture is more open, and your entire being radiates a kind of beauty that no amount of makeup or external validation can replicate. This is why true beauty is not something you chase, it is something you cultivate. It is not about fitting into a societal mold, but about aligning with your highest, most authentic self. When you operate from a place of confidence, self-acceptance, and inner peace, your beauty becomes undeniable not just to others, but to yourself. Furthermore, beauty is a dynamic energy exchange. The way you feel about yourself affects the way others see you. When you walk into a room with self-assurance, when you carry yourself with grace and appreciation for who you are, people pick up on that energy. They don't just see you, they feel you. This is why two people with similar physical features can have entirely different levels of attractiveness. One exudes an inner light, while the other may still be searching for theirs. So how do you begin to harness this power? The first step is awareness. Become conscious of the thoughts you are feeding yourself every day. Notice how your self-perception affects your posture, your expressions, and the way you interact with the world. When you catch yourself engaging in negative self-talk, stop, reframe it. Choose words that empower you instead of diminish you. The second step is emotional regulation. Your energy is most radiant when you are in a state of balance. Practices such as meditation, gratitude journaling, and deep breathing can help you shift out of stress and into a place of peace. When you are at peace, your body reflects that harmony. Finally, step into the version of yourself that you admire. Embody the energy of confidence, self-love, and joy, and watch how the world responds to you differently. Because at the end of the day, beauty is not something you seek, it is something you create from within. And the moment you begin to see yourself through this lens, you will realize that you have always been far more beautiful than you ever imagined. The way you think and feel about yourself influences how others perceive you, affecting your radiance and presence. This is not just a philosophy, it is backed by science. Your brain is a pattern recognition machine, constantly scanning your environment for evidence that supports the beliefs you hold. If you believe you are beautiful, worthy, and valuable, your mind will seek confirmation of this in the external world. If you believe the opposite, your mind will also reinforce that perception, filtering your reality to match your internal state. Neuroscience has shown that the brain cannot distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. When you visualize yourself as radiant, confident, and attractive, your brain activates neural pathways as if that reality is already unfolding. This is known as neuroplasticity, the ability of the brain to rewire itself based on repeated thoughts and experiences. When you consistently feed your mind with affirmations of self-worth and beauty, your brain strengthens the connections that support this belief, making it easier to embody those qualities in everyday life. Think about someone who walks into a room with absolute confidence. They may not fit society's conventional beauty standards, yet they draw people in effortlessly. Why? Because confidence is energy, and energy is contagious. The electromagnetic signals that radiate from their body create an atmosphere of self-assurance that others respond to at an unconscious level. On the other hand, someone who constantly doubts themselves, believing they are unattractive or unworthy, emits an entirely different frequency, one that repels rather than attracts. This isn't about vanity, it's about the fundamental way energy interacts with perception. The science of mirror neurons further explains this phenomenon. Mirror neurons are specialized cells in the brain that allow us to mirror the emotions and energy of those around us. When you are around someone who is joyful, confident, and self-assured, your brain naturally starts to reflect those emotions. This is why someone who believes in their own beauty can make others perceive them as beautiful. Their self-image projects onto the people around them, subtly influencing the way they are seen and received. Your emotions are another powerful factor in shaping your beauty. Have you ever noticed that stress, anxiety, or sadness seem to dull your complexion, tighten your facial muscles, and drain the vitality from your eyes? That's because negative emotions trigger the release of stress hormones like cortisol, which accelerate aging, weaken the immune system, and contribute to inflammation in the body. Chronic stress can lead to tension in the face, a furrowed brow, and an overall appearance of fatigue. Conversely, positive emotions like gratitude, love, and joy flood the body with feel-good chemicals such as dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. These neurotransmitters promote relaxation, increase circulation, and enhance cellular regeneration, leading to a natural glow that no beauty product can replicate. People often attribute beauty to physical features, but in reality, it is the emotion behind the expression that creates true radiance. A smile infused with genuine warmth and confidence is far more attractive than perfect symmetry or flawless skin. Your posture, gestures, and body language also play a significant role in how others perceive you. When you stand tall with your shoulders back and your head held high, you exude a presence that commands attention. This isn't just psychological, it's biological. Studies show that adopting open, expansive postures increases testosterone levels, which enhance confidence and decreases cortisol, which reduces stress. When you physically embody self-assurance, your brain receives feedback that reinforces those feelings, creating a positive feedback loop. Now, consider the impact of self-talk. Every day you have an ongoing dialogue with yourself. If that dialogue is filled with self-criticism, doubt, or comparison, your mind internalizes those messages, making them a part of your identity. The words you repeatedly say to yourself become the lens through which you see the world, and in turn, how the world sees you. Imagine if you replace those thoughts with affirmations of self-love, acceptance, and appreciation. Over time, this shift in perception would alter not only your internal state, but also the way others respond to you. In social interactions, people subconsciously pick up on cues that reflect how you feel about yourself. If you enter a conversation feeling self-conscious or insecure, that energy influences how others engage with you. But if you carry yourself with a sense of self-worth, people will mirror that energy back to you. This is why individuals who exude positivity and self-acceptance tend to be perceived as more attractive regardless of their physical appearance. There's also a deeper level to this, the connection between your inner world and the quantum field. Every thought and emotion emits a vibrational frequency. When you operate from a state of love, confidence, and gratitude, you align with higher frequencies that attract similar energy. This is why people who cultivate self-love often find themselves surrounded by uplifting relationships, fulfilling opportunities, and experiences that reinforce their self-worth. They are not merely reacting to their environment, they are shaping it from within. In essence, beauty is not something you chase, it is something you cultivate from within. It begins with the way you think and feel about yourself, the energy you carry, and the emotions you express. When you shift your mindset and embrace your worth, your entire presence transforms. People will begin to see in you what you see in yourself. So the question is not whether you are beautiful, the question is whether you allow yourself to believe it. When you change that belief, the world will change with you. The electromagnetic field of the heart is one of the most fascinating and underappreciated aspects of human beauty. Many people believe beauty is solely a function of physical appearance, bone structure, symmetry, or external grooming, but true beauty transcends these surface-level qualities. It is something felt rather than just seen, something that influences the way others perceive and interact with you on a subconscious level. Science now confirms that the heart generates a powerful electromagnetic field extending beyond the physical body, capable of influencing not just your internal state, but also how others experience you. This energy plays a vital role in your presence, your attractiveness, and the way you connect with the world. The heart's electromagnetic field is the strongest produced by the human body, even greater than that of the brain. Researchers have measured this field extending several feet outside of the body, meaning that the emotions you generate within your heart do not remain contained, they radiate into the space around you, interacting with the energy of others. When you cultivate emotions like gratitude, love, and joy, the rhythm of your heartbeat becomes more coherent, creating a harmonious and balanced frequency. This state, known as heart coherence, does more than just benefit your health, it enhances the way others perceive you, making you more attractive on a deep, intrinsic level. Have you ever noticed how certain people seem to have a magnetic quality about them? It's not necessarily their looks or even their words that captivate you, it's their presence. They emit a sense of calm, warmth, and confidence that makes you want to be around them. This is the effect of a well-regulated, balanced heart field. When a person operates from a state of coherence, their energy becomes more stable and inviting. Others can sense this, even if they are not consciously aware of it, because human beings are constantly communicating beyond words. On the other hand, when a person is caught in states of stress, anxiety, or self-doubt, their heart's electromagnetic field becomes erratic. This instability can be felt by others, creating a sense of unease or distance. Have you ever walked into a room and felt a palpable tension without anyone saying a word? This is because the energy emitted by the people in that space was disorganized and chaotic. Your body instinctively picks up on these signals just as others pick up on yours. This is why emotional regulation is one of the most underrated aspects of beauty. When you take care of your internal state, you create an external presence that draws others toward you. This concept is further supported by studies in psychophysiology, which show that emotions directly influence the body's biochemistry. Positive emotions such as appreciation and compassion produce beneficial changes in hormones like oxytocin, which enhances feelings of connection and trust. These emotions not only impact how you feel inside, but also subtly alter your facial expressions, body language, and overall demeanor, making you appear more approachable and radiant. Conversely, prolonged negative emotions can lead to increased cortisol levels, which contribute to stress, tension, and even premature aging. This means that cultivating beauty is not just about external care, it is about mastering the internal dialogue of your heart. The thoughts and emotions you entertain daily create feedback loops that shape your body, your energy, and ultimately the way others perceive you. When you consciously shift your focus to emotions that generate heart coherence, such as gratitude and love, you are not just improving your internal health, you are transforming the way you show up in the world. One of the simplest yet most profound ways to enhance your natural beauty is to practice heart-focused meditation or gratitude exercises. When you take a few moments each day to breathe deeply, place your attention on your heart, and focus on something you appreciate, you begin to shift your entire energetic field. This practice increases coherence, stabilizes your emotions, and enhances your overall presence. As a result, you naturally begin to radiate an energy that others find attractive, often without knowing why. This is why people who practice mindfulness and self-love tend to appear more vibrant and alive. Their beauty is not rooted in vanity or superficiality, but in a deep internal harmony that manifests outwardly. When you prioritize emotional balance, you are doing more than improving your well-being. You are creating a natural radiance that requires no artificial enhancements. True beauty is not just seen with the eyes, it is felt with the heart. When your heart is in balance, your beauty becomes undeniable. Your brain is the command center of your entire being. It processes information, regulates emotions, and most importantly, reinforces your self-perception. Every thought you think creates a neurological pathway, a reinforced pattern that shapes how you see yourself and ultimately how others see you. This means that your inner dialogue, the conversations you have with yourself daily, plays a crucial role in your external reality. If your mind is constantly filled with self-criticism, doubt, or negative self-perception, your body will respond accordingly, reflecting that negativity in the way you carry yourself, the energy you emit, and even in your facial expressions and posture. Science tells us that your body doesn't just passively receive messages from the brain, it actively responds to them. Every word, thought, and belief you hold about yourself sends signals to your nervous system, influencing hormone production, muscle tension, and even cellular aging. If you repeatedly tell yourself that you're unattractive, unworthy, or inadequate, your brain takes those thoughts as instructions, reinforcing them neurologically and physiologically. Your stress levels increase, your muscles tense, and your posture may begin to slump. This creates a cycle where your body begins to reflect the very beliefs you hold about yourself, and before long, others start to perceive you through that lens as well. But just as negative self-talk can diminish your presence, positive and empowering thoughts can transform it. Studies in neuroscience have shown that when we practice self-compassion and gratitude, the brain releases feel-good neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. These chemicals not only elevate your mood, but also relax the body, soften facial tension, and create a natural radiant glow. When you begin to replace self-criticism with self-affirmation, you rewire your brain's pathways. Instead of reinforcing doubt and insecurity, you establish a neurological foundation for confidence and self-assurance. Over time, this wiring manifestly, your posture improves, your facial expressions become more open and inviting, and your entire energy shifts to one of presence and authenticity. Your body is constantly regenerating. Every cell in your system is listening to your thoughts and responding to them accordingly. If you speak to yourself with kindness and love, your body will reflect that inner state. People who engage in daily affirmations, meditation, and gratitude practices often appear more vibrant, not because of any external cosmetic change, but because their internal chemistry has shifted. The reason for this is that when you focus on appreciation rather than self-criticism, your stress levels decrease, and your body enters a state of coherence. This state of balance allows for better blood flow, reduced inflammation, and an overall healthier, more youthful appearance. There is also a direct connection between self-perception and social response. Have you ever noticed how people who carry themselves with confidence, regardless of their physical features, naturally attract attention? This is because their body language, facial expressions, and energy are in alignment with their self-belief. When you cultivate self-love and reinforce positive internal dialogue, you begin to radiate a frequency that others can feel. Your voice carries more assurance, your eyes reflect warmth and authenticity, and your gestures become more fluid and intentional. The brain picks up on these subtle cues, and people naturally respond to you with admiration and respect. One of the most powerful ways to shift your self-perception is through visualization. Your brain doesn't distinguish between reality and imagination, it simply responds to the mental images you hold. When you visualize yourself as confident, beautiful, and worthy, your brain begins to reinforce that identity. Over time, your subconscious mind aligns with this image, and your actions, behaviors, and even physical presence start to embody that transformation. Athletes, performers, and successful individuals use this technique regularly to program their minds for peak performance. The same principle applies to beauty and self-worth. When you train your mind to see yourself in a new light, your body follows, reflecting that inner belief outwardly. The relationship between your mind and body is undeniable. Every emotion, thought, and belief you hold about yourself creates a physiological response. This means that true beauty isn't about chasing perfection, but about cultivating an internal state of harmony, confidence, and self-love. The more you nurture your inner dialogue, the more your body responds by radiating a natural, effortless beauty that requires no external validation. So, if you want to enhance your presence and unlock a deeper level of attractiveness, start from within. Speak to yourself with kindness, embrace your uniqueness, and train your mind to see beauty in every part of you. When you do this consistently, you'll notice a profound shift not just in how you feel about yourself, but in how the world responds to you. Beauty is not just skin deep, it is a reflection of your internal world, a manifestation of your thoughts, emotions, and self-perception. And the moment you choose to see yourself differently, the world will too. When you begin to understand the power of your internal world, you realize that beauty is not something external, it is something you cultivate from within. You are not merely a passive observer of reality, you are actively shaping it. Your thoughts, emotions, and perceptions are constantly influencing the way the world responds to you. The science of the mind and body tells us that our internal state not only affects how we feel, but also how we appear to others. The question is, how do we harness this power to radiate beauty in a way we never imagined? Everything in the universe is energy, including you. Your body, your thoughts, and your emotions emit a vibrational frequency that extends beyond your physical form. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt the presence of someone without them even speaking? Maybe they exuded confidence, warmth, or an undeniable sense of self-assurance. That isn't just charisma, it's a reflection of their internal state. When you cultivate inner harmony, you become magnetic. The world starts responding to you differently because you are operating from a state of coherence rather than internal conflict. Your perception of yourself is a direct signal to those around you. When you believe in your beauty, when you carry yourself with self-acceptance, others unconsciously pick up on that energy and reflect it back to you. This isn't just a psychological concept, it's backed by the science of how our brains and nervous systems interact with each other. The human brain is equipped with mirror neurons, which means that people around you are constantly picking up on your nonverbal cues and emotional energy. When you see yourself as beautiful not in an egotistical way, but in a deeply embodied way, you give others permission to see you that way too. Your self-image is more than just a thought, it is a deeply ingrained neural pattern. Every time you reaffirm a negative belief about yourself, whether it's about your appearance, your worth, or your abilities, you strengthen that neural pathway. Your body responds accordingly, reinforcing stress, tension, and even aging. But here's the beautiful part. Neuroplasticity tells us that the brain is malleable. You can rewire your mind to support a new, empowered self-image. The more you practice thoughts of self-love, gratitude, and confidence, the more your brain restructures itself to align with that reality. This isn't just positive thinking, this is rewiring your biology to work in your favor. Beauty, in its truest form, comes from a state of presence. Have you ever noticed that the most attractive people are those who are fully engaged in the moment? They are not lost in self-doubt, overanalyzing how they look, or worrying about the opinions of others. They are simply being. When you are fully present, your mind is not fragmented between past regrets and future anxieties, it is aligned with the now. This state of presence creates an effortless beauty that radiates from within. People are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin because it signals a deep sense of security, something we all subconsciously crave. Your nervous system plays a significant role in how you project beauty. When you are in a state of stress or self-judgment, your body tightens, your breathing becomes shallow, and your face reflects that tension. But when you cultivate self-compassion, when you slow down and breathe deeply, your nervous system shifts from survival mode to a state of ease. This shift affects your posture, your facial expressions, and even the way your skin glows. The body does not lie, it is always responding to the signals you send it. The more you nourish yourself emotionally, the more your physical body reflects that nourishment. One of the most transformative realizations is that you are not just experiencing life, you are actively shaping it. Every thought you hold, every belief you reinforce, and every emotion you cultivate contributes to the way you show up in the world. Beauty is not something to chase or achieve, it is something to embody. And when you recognize that your perception is the ultimate key to how the world sees you, you step into a level of power that changes everything. So instead of looking in the mirror and searching for flaws, start seeing the beauty that has always been there. Instead of focusing on external validation, turn inward and create a reality where you are already enough. When you shift your internal world, your external world will have no choice but to follow. The moment you believe in your beauty is the moment the world starts seeing it too. The truth is, beauty has never been something outside of you, it has always been within you, waiting to be realized. Every thought you think, every emotion you cultivate, and every belief you reinforce is shaping the way the world perceives you. Your energy, your presence, and your self-perception create a field around you that others respond to, whether you are aware of it or not. When you recognize that beauty is not about fitting into a mold, but about embracing your own unique expression, you step into a power that is undeniable. It's not about changing who you are, it's about seeing yourself clearly, beyond the limitations of self-doubt or conditioned beliefs. It's about aligning your mind, body, and heart in a way that allows your natural radiance to emerge effortlessly. You are more beautiful than you have ever realized, because beauty is not something you acquire, it is something you awaken to. And the moment you shift your inner world, the outer world will reflect that beauty right back to you. So today, make a choice. Choose to see yourself as the vibrant, powerful, and extraordinary being that you are. Because the moment you believe in your beauty is the moment the world starts seeing it too.